Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to dive into a topic that is increasingly important in our social media driven world. The pressure Instagram reels put on relationships. So lately I've been seeing a lot of content related to relationships on Instagram, on YouTube that start like this. Real men are supposed to be like this. Real women are supposed to be like that. Real relationships are supposed to be like this. And probably you are sad in your relationship not because you're actually sad in the relationship, but because you're watching all this kind of content. So let me tell you, the only toxic thing in your relationship are these reels. It's very, very important to understand that yes, we should all aim to be that perfect man, that perfect woman. We must try and put efforts to have that perfect relationship that we all desire and dream of. Okay, but we have to understand that every man is different. His love language is different. Every woman is different. Her love language is different. Every relationship is unique. So we cannot define every real man is supposed to bring us flowers. And if he doesn't bring you flowers, then he is not a real man. If she doesn't cook for you, she is not a real woman. Well, it all depends on what kind of understanding you have between each other. If the understanding is good, the relationship is good. So maybe your man is not going ahead and getting you flowers, but he's going and getting you sabji, or he's trying and getting you something. There's something that he's giving you in the relationship, right? That's why you are in the relationship. So don't let these social media driven trending reels about relationships tell you otherwise, that your relationship is not perfect. Well, relationships are supposed to be imperfect. People are supposed to be imperfect, right? We are humans. We are in a process of evolution as a person. So if you have a partner who's open to evolving, who's open to becoming the best version of himself or herself, that's all that's needed. So yeah, that's another topic as to how you should maneuver in a relationship, or how can you make your relationship better. There's always a scope for improvement, but you should never define your relationship as toxic or unhappy or not the real relationship because these reels are telling you otherwise. Okay, then I see there is a lot of comparison that happens in the society. But her relationship is like that, but his relationship is like that, but her husband is like that, but his wife is like that. Once again, I want to remind you guys that maybe her husband or his wife might be doing something that you want, but you are not living with them. They might be also doing something that you do not like. So once again, every person is different. So just because your partner right now doesn't have that one quality that the other person in another relationship has, doesn't define your relationship to be bad. So whether it comes to relationship, whether it comes to life, comparison is something that kills it for everything and everyone. Okay, if I talk to you about this from a spiritual perspective, again, every soul is different. Every soul's soul agenda is different. We are not on earth just to enjoy our life, but we are also here to learn our karmic lessons. We are here to evolve as a person. So to evolve in certain way, whatever karmic lessons that we have chosen, accordingly our experiences are there in our life. So comparing your examination paper to a student who's in a different school, in a different standard, learning a different language, comes from a different country, what would you call it? You'd call me stupid, right? Then why are we doing that to ourselves? Third myth that I see people having in relationship is that there shouldn't be a fight. If we're having a fight, something is wrong with you, something is wrong with me, or something is wrong with our relationship. It is absolutely normal to fight in a relationship. And then you'd be like, but those people don't fight, but that couple doesn't fight, we fight more. Arey, is this like a taraju? You know, you are comparing again, you're trying to be calculative. The minute you're going to be calculative in a relationship, you are going to be unhappy. So, anyway, anybody who tells you that they don't fight at all are lying to you. Not everybody is telling you exactly everything that happens in their relationship. They might come and tell you all the good things about their relationship, because not everybody is comfortable sharing the bad parts of their relationship with you. You know, everybody in the society wants to come across as the happy couple. Everybody wants to come across as, I'm very sorted in life. So they may be having their challenges, or maybe they've evolved from those challenges and worked together to be where they are today as a couple. So it's a journey, and that's a journey every person has to take with their partners. So fighting is not bad. What is bad is how you fight. There should be some ground rules to fighting, you know. Even when you go wrestling, there are some rules. Don't hit under the belt, don't hit like that. So likewise, there should be some rules to how you fight with each other. And how do you learn that? When you do the wrong things is when you realize that, what did I say? What did I do? And that is the whole process of spirituality also. Trying to observe yourself in a situation, trying to observe how your partner is responding or reacting to certain things, and then always sitting across with each other and try and have that discussion with an intent of trying to solve it. Again, it's something that's ideal that I'm talking about, and it might not happen like this. It might take some time. Even after discussing with each other, you might still end up doing the same behaviors, because it takes conscious effort for many days, for some people many months, for some people many years. Once again, I'd like to remind you, every soul is different. Maybe you learn something in 2 days and somebody takes 2 weeks to learn the same thing. So we cannot be mad at them for taking 2 weeks to learn something. So what is important is, it's okay to fight, but there should be some ground rules to fighting. You should always forgive each other after a fight, and never compare your relationship to anybody else. And slowly, whatever mistakes that you're making in your relationship, try and work those out, okay? And it can be sorted. So fight, but have some ground rules, and always forgive. One more thing that has been going on right now is there are a lot of extramarital affairs, there are a lot of breakups, there are a lot of divorce happening right now. And if you ask me, what is the reason to this? Well, the reason is, again, watching these ideal reels on Instagram that say, if your relationship is not like this, your relationship is not good. Again, having fights, other people coming and telling you, but we don't fight, we have an ideal relationship. So people coming and lying to you and you buying that. Third is going and discussing your personal relationship things to other people, to your family, to your friends. Remember, because you love your person, you will forgive them, but your family will always remember the shit that you told them about your partner when you were angry. Your friends are also going to remember all the shit that you told them about your partner when you're angry. So you have to keep the respect of the relationship. Whatever happens between the two of you has to stay between the two of you. And that will only happen when you give a safe space to each other to come to sit down and have an open discussion without the other getting offended, with the intent to trying to understand each other, with an intent to come to a solution, and by being patient with each other while you're working through this. If you're not able to work through this and you have to go ahead and talk to somebody, then go and talk to a counselor instead of going and talking to a friend, because whoever's friend that is, that person is going to be a little biased. Whoever's parents it's going to be biased. But counselors are neutral people. They are not going to be judging you, and they come across multiple couples like that, so they know what to do with you. They'll always give you better solutions to this. And just going to the counseling is also not enough, because this channel is a spiritual channel. I would like to tell you that either you work on yourself spiritually, which will have a good impact on your relationships, or if you're not able to do that, you must go and visit a spiritual counselor, like I am one. There are multiple ways in which we can help you. There can be healing sessions that can happen for you. I can give you some relevant crystals that can help you. We can have spiritual counseling where one-on-one I will discuss everything with you, and I'll try to correct you on the terms of energy, in terms of how you can handle the differences between you and your partner. If your partner is open to it, we can have some joint sessions as well. So when we combine counseling and we combine the spiritual elements together, you will be in a much better space in terms of handling your relationship. So we all tend to think that the grass is greener on the other side. Like, my partner is like this, or and you know, the new person that I'm seeing in my office, she's so amazing, she's so understanding, she's so much fun to be. Have you spent like 24 hours with that person for an entire week, 10 days, 15 days, a month? Go ahead and do that, and probably you'll come back saying that, oh my god, my wife is so much better, or my husband is so much better. When you meet somebody for a little time, they are at their best. And when you don't share a responsibility, it's always good. I have no attachment to you. I'm just coming there to have a good time with you. Who do you talk to, or are you married, or you not married, or what are you doing with your life? This person is not concerned with you, because of which they are at their best, and you never get into a fight with them. That doesn't mean that that's the ideal kind of relationship. Whereas when you come back home to your wife or your husband, they correct you. Don't sit like this, don't eat that, why don't you go and exercise, why are you not saving money, why are you spending so much? And you feel they are nagging. Of course, there are better ways for your spouse also to highlight all these things to you, but that's again a different topic. But just because they are nagging doesn't mean that they are bad partners. It's only people who love us are more bothered about us. When you're meeting somebody just to have fun, it's always going to be amazing. But when you're living with somebody for 24 hours a day, when you're doing life with them, it is bound that you're going to have differences. There are going to be unpleasant conversations. There are going to be days when you feel like killing each other. There are days you don't feel like seeing each other's faces. All that is natural. That's going to happen. And some people even come and say, I don't feel the same way anymore. The love has faded. I don't feel attracted towards them anymore. Well, when you live with somebody for such a long time, attraction fades away, but love can evolve. So maybe initially when you guys met, maybe you used to write love letters to each other. Maybe you used to compliment each other much more. Maybe you never corrected each other, because that was the initial phase. But the love language changes over time, and which is good. There is still love in older couples. They don't write love letters to each other. If they do, there's nothing wrong in it. But their love language is, have you eaten? Oh, your knee is paining. Can I apply some balm for you? You're not able to sleep. Let me sit and have a conversation with you. So their love language changes over time. If you see your parents, they don't celebrate Valentine's Day. They don't do the typical romance thing. But we all know how much our parents love each other, because now after marriage their love language is that he earns the money and he provides for her. She cooks for him whatever he likes. He buys her whatever she likes. So with time everything changes and your love language changes. Just because that love language is changing does not mean that there is no love, or there always has to be attraction, that the minute you see each other you feel like jumping onto each other. So with time, with age, with spiritual knowledge, and with so much more, once you come to this understanding, you will be much more happier in a relationship. So let's be realistic, let's be open to learning, let's learn to criticize the right way, let's learn to appreciate our partners and people around us, and all these things put together will really make our lives better. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube episode, and if you did, do give me a like and let me know what are your thoughts on this subject. I read all the comments that come on my YouTube channel, and from now on I promise you there's going to be some amazing content coming your way. And if right now you are dealing with something like this, you can get in touch with me. I am sharing all my contact details in the description below, so let me know and let's catch up soon. Bye.